Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, as you can see, this is a new location. Well, I've done this one before when I've been in the States, but for this time I'm coming to you from my kitchen. And you're just going to have to bear with me a little bit. This kitchen, it's got too many windows. It's hard to get the light just right in here. So the light's not going to be great. Hopefully I'll be framed up okay. I'm still having to shoot videos without seeing the screen because of a little microphone difficulty. Hopefully I'll work that out next week when I go to Pensacola. But anyhow, I'm in the kitchen today and I've been making some food for my mom, and I've had a meal that I like a little bit. So I thought today would be a good time to do a video about clean, whole food, plant-based meals. I do videos every day. Usually talk mostly about the raw vegan lifestyle, but I do like to stress a plant-based lifestyle in general because in my opinion it'll save lives. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button now, click on the little bell, and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, I made a nice fresh lunch for my mom yesterday, and she enjoyed it, and I'm doing something similar today, and I just thought, oh, this will be a good time to actually share, talk about, because I had mentioned when I was in Costa Rica that I was going to try to share a little bit more of cooked food for those people out there that are either transitioning or maybe they don't eat fully raw and they want clean options, because that's what I always preach. You know, don't obsess about being fully raw, but when you do eat cooked food, eat clean food, eat food that's going to nourish your body. So anyhow, I'm just going to kind of, it'll still be kind of hodgepodge, but I'm just going to kind of show you. Now for me, I've talked about it, I talk about it, I eat it sometime, but really the only meal that I've been eating since I've been here, and I totally recommend this for people as a base of stuff, are the sweet potatoes. Now I haven't, dropped one there. Now I haven't been eating them too much this week. I've kind of gone back into to all raw. I think did I have them like once this week earlier, but now I'm starting to kind of get into my rhythm, and I'm getting, back to where I know I'm making some of my meals, some of my recipes, so I'm kind of getting more and more back into the raw, mostly raw all the time, but good sweet potatoes. Now the sweet potatoes, that has just pretty much been what I've eaten since I've been here the last little bit over 2 weeks. I've been eating sweet potatoes, and as I've mentioned to you, when I eat sweet potatoes, I eat them the same way every time. I'll boil up a big pot of collards. I'll boil about a pound of collards, and I'll either steam my sweet potatoes or I'll bake them in the oven, and then I like to mash up. I like to put a bed of collard greens, and then I'll mash up my sweet potatoes on top. Sometimes I'll cut up some sweet yellow onion, Vidalia, and I will usually put some pepper sauce on top of it. Now let me show you this. Because I know I've mentioned this before. Here's what I'm talking about. We use clear pepper sauce. So these are just little hot peppers here. And I just like it as a little flavoring. Now, this has traditional vinegar, regular vinegar, which I don't have all that much. But what I do is just fill it with this, some apple cider vinegar. And it's really good stuff. So that's what, man, I'll eat like, when I eat that for a big dinner, just to pack in the calories, I'll generally eat about 5 sweet potatoes and a pound of collards. So that's for me. Now for my mom so far, what I did yesterday, and this is another good staple to have around the house. That's what I tell her. I mean, she's not going to be fully vegan. She's not going to be fully plant-based. She's not going to always eat like this. I just try to get good, solid, whole foods into her. So quinoa, she likes the quinoa. So a lot of times when I make things for her, I make them with quinoa. So yesterday, I made a little bit of a pot of quinoa for her. Just simple black beans, just a simple bag of black beans. But I took my time and did them properly. Soaked them overnight. Cooked them in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of cumin. What else did I throw in there? Just a little bit of garlic, a little bit of cumin, and maybe some pink Himalayan salt. So what I did for her yesterday is I made, where is it? Actually, there's the leftovers. She'll have some leftovers left for days. That's the good thing about, I'm just trying to kind of get these foods made and then we can mix and match for her. I made a fresh salsa, nice fresh salsa there, and I chopped up a perfect avocado. So she had a good solid meal there. It was quinoa, black beans, avocado, and some good fresh salsa. Now she uses a little bit, now none of that was cooked, just to make that clear, none of that was cooked in any oil or anything bad. Now she doesn't eat this lifestyle. She will put a little bit of olive oil on there, but she's not that heavy-handed with it, so it's all good. Now today what I'm doing, and I've got them actually in the oven right now, is I took a can of garbanzo beans and I took them out. I had a strainer. I took them out in the strainer and I rinsed them. When I rinsed them, I sprayed them with a little bit of Bragg's Aminos and I sprinkled with a little bit of curry powder and a little bit of paprika here. So now what I'm going to do for her today is I'm going to heat up some of that quinoa. I'm going to put some of those chickpeas on there, garbanzos. Also too, those are good once they're roasted. They'll be in the oven for about an hour. Once they're roasted, they're good snacks too. I'm going to steam these, and then when I steam these, I will probably finish them off in a little pan on the oven, and I'll put just a little bit of water in there, put just a little bit of more Bragg's in there, and maybe spice up, maybe put a little bit of garlic or something like that. And I'm just going to light stir fry these just for a couple of minutes. Then I will put the quinoa, the garbanzo beans, and then some of these on top of there. And she might do a little bit of olive oil on that, or this is pretty flavorful, maybe she won't. And then I don't know, I don't think I need to make a little sauce for that, but that's just good solid food. You've got your quinoa, you've got your garbanzo beans, and you've got your vegetables right there. What else? Now the leftovers can be mixed and matched. I'm already thinking, and I talked about to her, and you could use these same vegetables. I want to kind of play with some loaded potatoes. Loaded sweet potatoes, but you know, maybe for the loaded potato thing, an actual bigger white potato would do. So I'm thinking like a potato, bake it in the oven for her, put some black beans in there, put some of these vegetables on top. I might even go so far, I've got some good cashews, some good organic raw cashews here. I might even try to come up with some sort of a little sour cream to put on there. That might be what I do. That would be the icing on the cake. I think I'm going to do that. A little bit of sour cream on top would make that really pop. So anyhow, these are just meals that that you know, if you're making for people, or wherever you are, maybe you're raw vegan, maybe you're making food for other people. This is good food. This is good food. I mean, nobody should complain about this. Now, some of these things you might need to, you know, taste them up just a little bit, spice them up just a little bit. You might, and you could even play, like I've even thought about, to avoid the oil completely if it was somebody that didn't want to do oil, like maybe making like a little light dressing out of tahini or something like that, just to drizzle on top. But anyhow, that's kind of, I'm going to kind of keep, you know, kind of exploring options. I've got some good recipes, especially when the fall comes around. I've got like a couple of sweet potato chilies that I've been looking at. So yeah, I just want to, you know, share options with everybody out there, wherever you are on your journey. And these are all clean meals right here. If you don't, you know, if you don't do the beans, that's good. If you don't do the legumes, in other words, you know, but mix and match, take what you can. You know, maybe you're not going to eat this, maybe you got somebody that in your life that you're trying to introduce plant-based to, but in the end, it's about clean plant-based eating. And like I always talk about in the videos, let's don't focus so much on this raw obsession, and let's just try to get people eating more plants, more fruits and vegetables. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.